Good morning. It's February 4th, 2026. Is the stock market going to make new highs or is it going to follow crypto and we are final support and going to continue lower? So previously on my previous market watch, when we were looking at the VIX, when we were looking at the volatility index, we were right here. This was the candle, and I said if we close weaker, then let's see if we're going to get a recovery of this wick and continue lower. We technically did recover fully of the red vector, but now the issue is that we are finding support at the 50. To make things very simple, if we can't get below the 50, then we can't confirm this SFP, which this high swept and this daily closure did not close in the full body. To confirm this, we need to close underneath the 50. If not, then this is the next area that is likely to go to, which is a really good price area. And let's see how that will look on NASDAQ. And if you see on NASDAQ, we do have a lot of recoveries below. This is the current range that we've been trading. We have one right here, one down here, and even more down. I don't know if it will get down to 21, really depends. But I could see if we're gonna follow the footsteps of the VIX, if we're gonna go higher instead of breaking down lower, I could see something like this, more likely, where we go higher from here and in reverse. But let's see when we get there. If that's the idea that we're going for, we are trading underneath the below, and this is why I say we're gonna make new all-time highs, because if the VIX does decide to break down lower, then the NASDAQ is gonna recover this red vector and likely to at least sweep the all-time highs, right? If not, then we have recoveries down here, pretty much. Moving on into gold. Gold is fairly simple. Right now, as of our interest rates, as long as we're going to keep rates higher, which they are due to inflation, or at least keep them the same, gold's going to start pulling back. The only thing in the short term that's going to keep going gold to go higher is a conflict around the world, which we have a lot. But until they start cutting, gold is not going to go break its new all-time high. But it's doing fine. Let's see how it's looking like on the 4-hour. Yeah, it's looking like a pullback. Maybe start seeing pullbacks down to the 200 EMA on the 4-hour. Maybe start getting into some buys. Stop loss down here. All right, moving on into the crypto space. Overall, to be honest, crypto's not looking so hot. We are really at the final support range, as in here, Bitcoin. This was the 8-month consolidation that we've been in for. Oh, I'm sorry. This was the 8th-month consolidation from before breaking all-time highs. This is going to be a very strong zone, really, which I think more likely Bitcoin's going to find its bottom here. I don't think it's going to go down here. If it does, then... But we are at the final support, which is why I say, we are at the final support for crypto, right? So for cryptocurrencies, for USDT, always start with USDT. It's looking very strong. It's not looking like it's getting any slower. I'm not going to entertain the possibility of rallies until we could get underneath the 5 EMA on the daily at least. So this block is our current support. And I know we don't want it to be support, but right now we could see price moving in here, consolidating and breaking higher. What we want to see is price pull back, consolidate, break lower, maybe recover some of these and get some relief. But even if we get some relief, it's just going to be a move down to go higher. So overall, we are expecting lower prices pretty much. And how we're going to correlate that to Bitcoin. Right now, if we have a recovery right here, we recovered most of it now. There's 2 scenarios that are going to happen. We're going to go to the downside no matter what. So if we are going to start reversing here, once we start watching USDT, we get the confirmation that we have a local top and we're going to start trending downward, meaning cryptocurrency is higher. Then I could see us doing something like this, where we sweep the rest of this vector recovery, consolidate real quick, come back, to 92, 95, and then continue lower. Because when you look into the heat map on the 2 week, we have huge amounts of liquidity at 91 and 92 pretty much, which coincides with this level right here. And it's a order block. This is the most recent order block, which would be a good area to look for shorts. If we get there, then hammering swing shorts. Something like this. Stop loss, recent highs, and we could target now to the middle of this consolidation. So far, that's it. Or we're gonna get an aggressive move down, because remember, it doesn't need to find support here. We can easily see something close down underneath this level and start going lower. And let's see how it looks on the daily. And for Bitcoin, I'm not entertaining any longs until on the daily time frame we could get above at least the 5 EMA. If we can't get above the 5 EMA, anything, it's not a good idea to go long, especially if we could get both. If we could get closures above the 513, then you could start targeting the 50 EMA. And then if we could get above the 50 EMA, then it's a much more safer area to expect Bitcoin to go higher and reclaim these 100K area, right? Let's see what's been going on in the spot order book. And the last, let's see, this was from this high from, okay. So recently, if you notice, starting from the first drop and starting this consolidation range, which we are right now, this range, in the order book, we have been mostly buying, the green is buying, we have been mostly buying and not have any substantial sells yet. And we're still buying. Of course, we had a little sell right here, but overall, we're not getting huge sells like over here when we were back in 100K, 120. So since we have been going down for a pretty long time, I do expect some type of relief here. If we get a full just breakdown lower, if we get a huge sweep, yeah, a good place to pay attention to is the 65 through 69. If we could get a huge move down, a quick one to it, we can't consolidate. The faster the move, then the faster it's going to reverse back up. If we could get a huge move down, get something like this, then I will long this strictly going straight into 92K. Now let's go to Solana. Solana is not looking so well, but if we're going to go with the logic that we are going to get one more move down quickly and then recover, come back to the move up, but just to make a higher low to continue lower, I'm not entertaining any all-time highs until we could get above 125. We could close strong candles up there. If not, Solana's going lower. Next support is around $80. If we can't, the recovery on this is at $71. If we can't find a bottom there, then to be honest, we have huge recoveries here. And this is on the weekly time frame, guys, mind you. The higher the time frame, the more weight it has. And if you look at the volume profile for Solana, or the volume of this whole move up, let me pull that up for you. The highest amount of volume is at $22 to $20. So if I'm being honest, if we can't hold this support, then likely we're gonna go to this trend line, $40. If we can't hold $40, for sure we're going to 20. And if we can't hold 20, then maybe crypto, everybody was right. It was just a big scam. But overall, the overall theme is that overall crypto, it's gonna go lower. It's not looking good. Okay. But overall, crypto's not looking well. It's expecting lower. For long-term buying, it's not a bad idea to get some orders in, not financial advice. But these are theoretically good areas to buy. It's better to buy down here than when you were buying in this huge range. Because even if we take all this down and we take out all these indicators and we just strictly go to the macro range, we are in the premium section of this huge yearly range. So on the long term, for these more secure assets, it's not a bad idea to get into low investments. Don't expect you're going to see this return in a long time, right? Maybe by the end of the year. My expectation is that we're not going to see all-time highs, maybe not till the end of this year, really. I feel like the first half of this year is going to be low for crypto. And for the stock market, it really depends. For traditional assets, if we are going to hold interest rates, which right now we are, it's not looking well for the US dollar. And right now, the dollar is actually looking very strong. If you look at the dollar right now, we are at this bull flag that we've been in since April of last year. So to make the traditional assets simple, all you need to focus on is the interest rates, right? I know Trump and the administration's been cutting for lower, which should be bullish for these assets. The issue is that at the end of the day, the new chairman, he is not just going to follow so far what he says. Who knows once he's in, but he still wants to be not follow what Trump says, not pretty much just do whatever he says. And he's holding interest rates right now. And since right now the data is looking like inflation is getting worse for the short term, who knows how long it's going to take, they're going to at least be holding interest rates, maybe even raise them. So gold is going to keep consolidating or maybe going lower if interest rates are going to stay higher, because as a person that has a lot of wealth, I'm not going to get into gold if I could go into dollar that would give me a higher yield, right? They're only focused on yield. So if the dollar is going to keep its higher interest, then holding dollars makes more sense because you're getting more money back. The only time when you want to get out of dollars, go into gold, because gold doesn't have yield. The only reason you make money off gold is if you buy at a certain price and you sell it, right? You're not gaining any yield off of gold. So that's why whenever interest rates drop, investors get into gold, because they're not making any more yield on their dollar. It's as simple as that. So for at least my gold players, as long as they keep interest rates holding and possibly raising them, gold is going to be consolidating and not going higher. I'm not saying we are made at top, we're going to crash, but just wait, look at data. Short-term price action is going to be dictated to uncertainty, obviously wars. But to take all-time highs, we need to wait until they're going to start cutting interest rates. Once they say they confirm we're good, inflation's all good, and they start cutting, then gold is going to start climbing more all-time highs. Same thing with silver and the commodities right now. I hope that all makes sense. I wanted to keep this video short and sweet for you guys. So be careful, trade safely. Make sure you're comment down below of other assets you want me to look at. TA, this is just going to be a quick market update that I will try to do every single day or at least multiple times a week. And I would like to do at least one market watch a week where I go deeper, more TA, more fundamentals, show you my research. But yeah, follow my Discord. I have free training, free everything as of right now. And in the future, I will start making things more private. So support me, follow me, and I hope everything does well.